I might not. I really gotta learn Arabic. Thank you, Claudia.
Okay, let's see. We have. Oh, okay, that's not the right person. Well, thank you everyone for hanging out, and we're working on some technical issues. For some reason, we can't invite the translator, so we're working on getting that fixed. While we're doing that, we can talk a little bit about some of the other resources. Nat, do you want to say any more about what you were working on? Because I feel like you said a little bit, but we have some time if you want to share a little bit more.
Let's see, what should we talk about? Probably I'll talk about the team of Palestinians. I'll talk about the team of Palestinians who are on the ground right now in Cairo. So they are doing multiple different things. The first thing is they are getting aid to people who have been able to evacuate into Cairo. And the second thing is they are raising money and registering families and helping families like sort of we are, except they are in Cairo right now and, paying the people in person. One thing that they are looking for, if anyone has the opportunity to, or if anyone has raised funds already, is if you have the opportunity to fly to Cairo and take money to them, because the people who are extorting families for money to get people out are only taking cash in USD, and only people who have Egyptian residency can take out cash in USD. So people literally need to fly it over. And so if you know anyone who can do that or may be able to fly soon, let me know and I will get you in contact with people. Let's see what else. Talking about Asna, I'm sure that you all have seen this already, but all she said on her Instagram, she said that she did not believe that Israel had a right to exist, as I believe we all do. Believe that it does not have the right to exist as a settler colonial state and as an apartheid state. And so USC revoked her ability to speak at commencement, even though she earned her place. She's an incredible human being. She is a biomedical engineer with a literal minor in resistance to genocide. Yet they are still not allowing her to speak, and they gave the excuse that it was because of safety concerns, but we all know that is complete BS. This is USC we're talking about. If you don't know USC, they're an extremely rich university, and security is everything to them, so it is just complete BS. So yeah, Jay, do you want to speak about anything?
For those who are just joining, I kind of want to let them know what's going on. And what we can kind of talk about is moving forward while we wait on Lala and the interpreter. So we're here with Shehab. He's going to share a little bit about what's going on in Gaza. He's going to share a little bit about his story. Um, and so it's important that you please go follow him so that his story is amplified. He posts here and as well as Instagram. There is a link on his profile to his GFM. Please go look that up. Please help out. Please share. Please make videos about it. That would be really helpful. Um, what else was I going to say? As we're going through this live, please remember everybody um, to comment, to interact, to like, press that like button because that's what helps this live get shown to more people on the FYP. We all know how much they're suppressing nowadays. So any little bit of assistance, sharing, liking, commenting is really, really helpful. We're going to be asking, we're going to be hearing a story. We're going to be asking questions. We're going to have a little bit of space for other people who want to ask questions specifically, but please make sure not to ask anything like about his location or anything of that sort. We want to keep Shahab safe. Let me see what other notes we have on here. I think that's kind of it. I think that's kind of it. If you also need help and you're following me, you can. His information is also on my link tree as well as Operation Olive Branch. Okay, and more places to get informed about what's going on. A couple of us, including Lala, are posting about Shahab. I post in Spanish, Lala posts in English. so that more people know what's going on, and this way we can get to more people. I'm trying to remember if there's anything
Thank you so
else.
much. We're still waiting on Lala and the translator to join us here. Once we get that sorted out, we'll have the translator up here so that we can hear directly from Shehab. And the app is actively suppressing comments on our audience commenting great things. So just wanted to let y'all know that we are seeing that and letting the
Yeah, I see
comments
it.
come through. But if you can like, share, and push this live out so that more people can see, this would help us get Shahab's story out once we have the translator up on stage. We understand. We appreciate your time. Thank you for trying.
Oh, I didn't know that, Delavar. I didn't know that when we get gifts, you can recycle them back to other creators. That's awesome.
Welcome back, Lala. Is there any news on Translator?
So it's not working. I'm wondering if we can maybe me and the translator can go on a Google, like either on like Zoom or something. So like I would have my computer here and he could translate through the computer audio.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. Do you let me create a Zoom link and then I'll send it to you and you can forward it to them and then I'll share that on the screen.
Okay. Does that work? A Zoom link or Google Meets? What works best for you?
I can have a Zoom link in 2 seconds. I'm literally just pulling it up as we speak. Just
Okay, let me message him.
uh, schedule. Okay. I'm gonna create. Give me a second while I get you the link. I'm gonna drop it in the Discord chat. And this is only for Lala to use. Okay. So while we wait for that to happen, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna start the Zoom, and it'll be here on the screen. And so hopefully they will join soon, and we can listen in through the audio. Jay, do you have Lala's cell phone number that you can text it to them, or are
I
you?
do not.
Okay, so we're just gonna wait
Um,
for them to join.
Shahab Shahab is commenting in
Yeah.
the comments. Everybody's so just be mine. Just sharing my link. Please, my family between death and life. Thank you, Shahab.
Yeah, we should be ready soon.
So he's communicating with us through the comments. In the meantime, y'all. His sister is sick and she has strokes. Gracias, Lola.
Lala, the Zoom link is in the event backstage, and I tagged you in the Discord.
This works too, Shahab. If you want to, like, in the meantime, comment and we can read out the comment out loud, we can do that too. We can get creative.
Absolutely. Here's Lala again. I'm going to invite them to make sure that they know that they got the link. Hey Lala, can you hear us?
Yes.
I sent you the Zoom link. And thank you everyone who's here. Thank you for your patience. We really do appreciate it. and we're getting more and more people joining, so that's really grateful. This is One Free Community, and this is a community effort from everyone here. We did this last minute. We literally put this all together yesterday. So thank you, Nat, thank you, Jay, thank you everyone who helped behind the scenes. And we're definitely going to share our resources. There's Lala again. Lala, do you have the link? The Zoom link was shared in the chat. Nope, they're gone again. That's okay. We're working in it. This is what it looks like to organize on the fly, and that's all right.
For real, this idea
Sorry.
of the captioning is really good.
Somebody else might be able to join to translate for us.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I did send you the
Yay!
Zoom link in Discord.
I see
Okay.
Shehab saying he created the link, guessing for his GFM 4 months ago, and it did not reach half the goal. It looks like that comment was suppressed, but he just commented that, and he's saying, my
Okay.
sister suffers from several convulsions. She has children, and her husband was martyred.
So if you can,
Gosh, I wish we could pin
share the
him.
GoFundMe so that they can get some help.
Can I share it in the comments? Is that not going to be an issue?
We can try. I don't know if it'll let us, if it will be blocked or not, but we can approve it if it is.
Let me see if I can find it. Because I don't remember.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure.
For everyone in the comments, are you guys, what are some other resources or things that you want to share with the audience, with each other? Because I think part of this process also is connecting to each other. So how many of y'all are connected to each other? Yeah. I'm not sure if Lala is finding someone else or if they were going to join the Zoom, but the Zoom is ready and open. Hello, hello, welcome in.
I am looking for the GoFundMe link, y'all. Oh, I see it. Okay. I see Shahab is also messaging. He's saying, my mother suffers from a chronic disease and my father needs surgery. We have many medical reports about my family. Let me share with y'all his GoFundMe. Go. That's not it. There's a dot.
Yes, we're still working on trying to get the translator in the room. So we didn't anticipate the translator not being able to be invited to the live, even though they should have enough followers to go live. It wasn't working. So we're either going to meet them in the Zoom room or Lala is finding another person to translate. But
Yeah, it sounds
we're
like she
kind
had
of,
somebody else, right? Oh, it
it
says we are
sounded
good.
like
I
there,
just saw that.
yeah, it sounded like there might have been, but we don't know. Hold on, I have an invite. Let me see what's going on.
Okay, so I'm putting his GoFundMe into the chat, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, are you the
Hello.
translator?
Yes, I supposed to be. I don't know.
Ah,
I never went live in
thank
my life,
you.
so I'm a rescue mission here. I'm sorry. So,
Thank you for being here. We're so happy you made it.
oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anything to help, guys. I went through this process myself, and I know how stressful it is. So I'm also Palestinian from Gaza, and I can relate.
Can relate. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. You're
All
right on
right.
time.
Can someone add Lala to the meeting?
But the problem is, how can I? I mean, I would like to. I mean, just my voice, or I never went live before in my life. Just FYI. So
That's okay. What do you need?
I don't know. Should I join with my face on? Should I join with is this good enough? Or I don't know. What do you
That's
want?
fine how you like it. Whatever you prefer, whatever is comfortable for you.
I would prefer to join with my face because but I do not know how to share my cam. Oh, here, I think I am. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah.
There you go. We see you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh, my lights are messy, so I don't know. I'll try to
You're
change
fine.
them around. But yeah. Well. How can I help?
So we're waiting for one more person to join, but we're trying to we're gonna be translating with Shahab. He's here to tell a story. And so we have Lala, we're waiting on Lala, but then we can start. He was kind of trying to communicate with us, but
Okay.
I know
Well, Lala is
we're
here.
limited. Yeah, there she is.
Okay.
Welcome back,
Yay!
Lala.
We made it! It worked out.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay, y'all. This happens. It happens. It happens, and it worked out, and we're here.
You're all
That's
doing
really
a
what
great
matters.
job. Let's go.
All right.
Do you want to go ahead and Lala and introduce and start?
Sure. Thank you so much for translating. Actually, do you want to share your name and anything about you?
So yeah, sure. Let me know if my voice is not clear enough because, as you know, I am in my office. The sun is on my face, so picture is not clear. But who care, you know? So my name is Mahmoud Al Garabli. I'm a physician. I'm a physician by education. I am actually from Gaza itself. I born and raised there in Gaza. I moved to the States. I'm dual citizen. I moved to the States 2017. Been working in pharmaceutical research for the last 7 or 8 years till my company kicked me out because I'm Palestinian and talk politics in the job. So I've been laid off of my six-figure job about like a week and a half now. While I was in Egypt, welcoming my family and rejoining my family after they evacuated Gaza through GoFundMe. So I know how GoFundMe is crucial and how is important for people and for me personally, if it wasn't for God first, then the help of the community and friends and family, I would not in a zillion year be able to do what I did. My family, for example, myself is about 16 members. My mom, my brother, two sisters, and their families. So, but I'm proudly enough to say, after God's help, I was able, and community help, of course, I was able to save my family's life. And I'm right now in the mission of settling them down. So I can really relate to whoever want. I know it's very overwhelming nowadays with how many really GoFundMe is out there, and unfortunately, the bad people sometimes take advantage. There's a little bit, not that much, a very very little bit amount of for the right cause. Put it that way, not for the right cause, doing some GoFundMe, and that's made people reluctant to help. So, but again, I don't know Shehab myself personally, but since I got the invite from Lala, I look him up, and he seems a genuine guy, and I would love to.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Can you let Shahab know that we are ready? He was waiting for somebody that could translate.
Shehab?
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. أبشر يا لك.
بتحكي عربي أنت؟
غزاوي أنا مش شجاعية. So he's
أصلا
wondering why I'm speaking Arabic and who I am. So أنا محمود الغرابلي دكتور من غزة بس عايش بأمريكا صار لي 7 سنين تقريبا.
حبيبي يا محمود،
الله
والله
يحفظك.
تشرفت فيك أنا.
الله يحفظك يا ربي. وانا طلعت اهلي اصلا اوريدي 16 واحد عن طريق الجو فاند مي، فانا فاهم القصه يعني، فان شاء الله نقدر نساعدك يعني.
لا صراحة أنا ما بدي أطلع من غزة، أنا بدي أطلع أختي حاليا عندها 4 جلطات في الدماغ.
اوكي
و...
اسمع، خليني انا ايش اجرب اترجم جمله جمله عشان انا ولا عمري عملت ترجمه فوريه. اوكي، فانت احكي اللي بدك اياه وبس بالراحه علي عشان انا ترى انا احاول اترجم اول باول. اوكي.
براحتك حبيبي محمود.
Okay,
حبيبي.
go ahead. So he does not want to evacuate Gaza himself. Only they need the help to evacuate his sister, who has about 4 stroke in her brain. احكي يا شهاب، احكي اللي بدك اياه من الالف للياء.
أنا حاليا محتاج أطلع أختي في أسرع وقت، تمام؟ هذا مبدئيا.
He
ثانيا
needs to
أنا
evacuate his sister like immediately, as soon as possible.
محتاج الجميع أيضا برضو يساعدني في نشر الرابط حتى أصل الهدف اللي أقدر عليه،
I need
لأنه
everyone
والدي
to help
مصاب.
me share the campaign links so we can reach the goal.
والدي حاليا مصاب ومقيم في مصر،
My dad
ووالدتي
is
أيضا
also
مريضة
injured
مزمنة.
and live in Egypt.
والدتي مريضة مزمنة أيضا.
And my mom is also a chronic illness, have multiple chronic illnesses.
وفقدت جميع أقاربي أيضا في الحرب هذه الدموية.
And I lost all my family, lots of my family members in this barbaric war.
ولكن كل ما أحتاجه إليه بس إني أصل الهدف اللي أنا عامله في الجو فاوند مي الخاص فيا، وإني عشان أقدر أكمل أساعد أهلي فيه، لأنه هم حاليا بحاجة إلى علاج
And all what I
وبحاجة إلى
want is
استقرار
I
خارج
reach the
البلد.
goal of the GoFundMe that we created for me, so I can help my family as they all need treatment.
بتمنى يا الجميع يعني يساعدني، وانت كمان ايضا ساعدني برضو يعني.
And I hope
احكي
everyone
لي
will be
كيف انت
able
وصلت
to
وقدرت تطلعهم برضو.
and I hope everyone will be able to help me as soon as the translator. Okay. Do you guys have any question for him so I can like relate? Yeah, go ahead.
Can he, because we shared some of his information for his GFM, how can people help with his sisters?
Okay, so بسألوك انت كيف ممكن يساعدوا اختك بالذات اختك بالذات.
يسجلوا اسمها في كشف المرضى معها تقرير نموذج رقم 1 فقط.
Okay. His sister has a transfer report called form number 1, and they are trying to list her name in the evacuation list under patients, and the help that is, if anyone can apply any pressure to like list her as a patient in the evacuation list under patients or like injured people.
Does she also have a some sort of GoFundMe or anything of that sort that we can get a hold of and link?
هل أختك عندها حملة تانية على أساس إنه هي تطلع لوحدها ولا هي حملتها من ضمن حملتك؟
انا عملت حملة إلها بايبال، بس البايبال حاليا واقف، لذلك انا راح اتبرع في نص المبلغ في الهدف الخاص في الجو فاوند مي الخاص فيه لإلها هي واطفالها، والنص الاخر لعائلتي لوالدي ووالدتي.
أنت متزوج؟
لا أنا أعزب، وبس إلي كمان أخ برضه بس صغير أيضا.
Okay, so he created a campaign under PayPal campaign. The problem is PayPal right now is suspended, so she can no longer act on this. However, he allocated half of the fund that's gonna go to his campaign for her and her family, and the other half is gonna be for his father, his mother, and he has also another young brother. So the fund that the GoFundMe that he have right now is going to be a 50-50 between the two causes. He is single. He does not have any family himself beside his mom, dad, and the sister and younger brother.
And he's not looking, he won't be evacuating. He'll be staying.
انت يعني ما بدكش تطلع يا شهاب؟
والله ممكن أطلع بس توقف الحرب، أو ممكن يعني لما أطمن إنه أهلي طلعوا ممكن أطلع أنا.
So as of right now, he is not looking to evacuate. He might evacuate or go out after the war finish, or after he makes sure that all his family already evacuated outside of Gaza. So in one of these two conditions, he might evacuate, but till he makes sure that everyone is safe or the war is finished, whichever comes first.
Thank you so much. Lala, do you want to ask any other questions for Shehab?
Yeah, we want to know about Shehab. Like, what did he like to do before, this aggression started? What were his hobbies? What brought him joy?
شهاب بدهم يسألوك إذا يعني مين أنت، شو أخبارك، إيش كنت بتعمل قبل الحرب، شو هواياتك قبل الحرب، إيش كان بيسعدك قبل الحرب، يعني احكي لهم عن حياتك ونفسك قبل الحرب.
تمام. شهاب الدين زهير عابد، 28 سنة.
عابد تبعنا شجاعية ولا عابد أي واحد فيهم؟
عابد سمسم، بس يعني من الشجاعية، يعني بتقدر تقول في منهم هيك ماخدين على الشجاعية.
أنا شجاعي معنا، أكمل.
حبايبي والله.
Let me take it step by step here. So his name is Shehab Din Abid, and I was asking if he is one of my neighbors because my neighbor's family called Abid, so he's not. So go ahead, كمل.
صحفي فلسطيني، وخلصت ماجستير علاقات عامة وإعلام قبل الحرب بيومين، 5 أكتوبر. ناقشت رسالتي.
He is a Palestinian journalist. He finished also a master in public relation, and he finished his master 2 days before the war, October 5th.
وللأسف في الحرب، يعني خلال الحرب قدرت إنه أروح أنزح في الجامعة نفسها اللي أنا كنت متخرج فيها، وما قدرت أستلم شهادتي منها لحد الآن.
أي جامعة؟
جامعة الأقصى.
So during the war, he was able to evacuate to Al-Aqsa University, which is his university. And unfortunately, till this second, he was not able to take his issued certificate for the master. So he finished the master without a certificate as of right now.
اضطريت للبقاء تقريبا لمدة شهر ونص في الجامعة وأنا نازح أنا وعائلتي. كان والدي مصاب أيضا.
مصاب في الحرب؟
صحيح، في قدمه، ولكن الحمد لله قدرت يعني أطلعه هو ووالدتي عن طريق رابط الجوفاندمي.
أبوك لما طلعوا على مصر يعني ها؟
صحيح، هي بس أختي حاليا وأطفالها 2، ولكن زوجها استشهد.
So he was able to spend about a month and a half in his the university itself, till he was able to raise enough cash to evacuate his mother and father out of Gaza, after his father was actually one of the injured people in his leg. As of right now, the only people who lived is his sister with his sister only and 2 of her kids. Unfortunately, his sister's husband already was murdered through this war. Wow.
حاولت أغطي الحرب الدموية الجارية على قطاع غزة من 7 أكتوبر حتى الآن، وما زلت يعني إنه بغطي الحرب مع وكالات صحفية عديدة، يعني بقوم بشتغل معهم، وأيضا بقدم يعني مساعدات خيرية للأطفال اللي محتاجين، يعني مثل الطفل محمد حسنات وصلت صوت يعني وصلت الصوت الخاص فيه للعالم، وحاليا في ناس تبنته.
Okay, شوي. So he was able to through the war he was able to work with multiple press agencies, not just one of them, and he also worked as a he provides some aids and some help for the kids in Gaza. And one of the most aberrant example is a child named Muhammad Hassanat. He was able to take his message and spread it away till one of the there's actual some people took care of him from A to Z to this child particularly. ايش قصته محمد حسنات؟
محمد حسنات طفل فلسطيني. محمد الخطيب، معلش سوري لخبطت، اسمه محمد الخطيب.
Okay, a correction actually. His name is Muhammad al-Khatib, not Muhammad Hassan.
محمد الخطيب طفل فلسطيني فقد جميع أفراد عائلته وتبقى وحيدا. حافظ من كتاب الله 14 جزء، يعني نص المصحف. حاليا هو مقيم كان مع قريبة له من بعيد، ولكن بعد ما صورنا المشهد الخاص فيه قدرنا نوصل صورته، يعني صوته للعالم. وفي جهات كتير تواصلت معي بخصوص إنها تقدر تتبناه أو شيء زي هيك، والحمد لله قدروا يتبنوه.
Okay, so Muhammad Khatib, he lost all of his family in the war, unfortunately, and he was sitting where actually spending the rest of the war with one of his far relative ladies. After Shehab was able to take his message and spread it, some people was able to adopt this child, and they took him for like they took care of him as their own, you know. So that's a very successful story بحال شهاب. شكرا شهاب.
شكرا حبيبي.
And and also he mentioned that one of the this guy is this child is a very good child. For Muslim actually, we measure how good our child is if of how many chapters of Quran they memorize or read or study. So he studied about like 14 out of 30, so almost a half of the holy book Quran. طب قبل الحرب شو كنت بتعمل، شو بتسوي يعني؟
قبل الحرب كنت أيضا محاضر في الجامعة، بشتغل يعني بنظام الساعة، كنت معيد يعني في الجامعة في جامعة غزة.
Before the war, he was an instructor in Gaza University, or one of the universities called Gaza University, under hourly contract.
وبرضه كنت أشتغل جرافيك ديزاينر، بشتغل فريلانسر على المواقع مثل موقع
And also he was working on as a freelancer graphic designer on multiple of the freelancer websites like Upwork and Fiverr. Is that what هذا اللي بدك تحكي عنه Upwork و Fiverr؟
يس معلش، بس عشان النت ضعيف أنا طالع على الطابق الرابع عند صديق إلي عشان ألقط النت عن طريق الشركة.
So he actually having a little bit hard time have a connection right now. So he the only way that he able to get signals is going to the fourth floor in a friend's house on the roof, so he can cut the signal so he can communicate. So you can only imagine.
حابب بس أنوه شغلة، إنه الوضع حاليا في المسيرات سيء جدا للغاية. لا يوجد تغطية إعلامية الآن في منطقة المسيرات. أغلب الصحفيين الآن غادروا من قطاع غزة.
He wants also to mention that as of right now, as we speak, there is a small city called Nusayrat within the middle of Gaza. They have zero coverage, like press coverage. The situation there is very, very horrible. Not like no one can communicate what's going on inside, or they only hear bombing and It's in a very horrible situation, as almost most of the press people like Shehab, most of them already evacuated or not able to be able and not be able to be in نصيرات. شو سمعت عن نصيرات؟
اليوم بالتحديد تم تدمير ما يقارب 6 أبراج الصالحي 6 في مخيم جديد.
As an example, today only the Israeli was able to fully destroy six towers. These are civilian towers called the Salhi Towers within Nusayrat. And these towers, I mean, as you all know, it should be at least the home of hundreds of people, each one of them. So speak about six of them. A significant amount of people will be homeless just only in this small city.
الآن في منطقة شمال النصيرات بالتحديد يوجد قوات الاحتلال الآن تتوغل من دبابات وجرافات وغيرها. تقدمت بشكل مش جنوني الآن. كوادكابتر تطلق النيران وتطلق أصوات أطفال رضع صغار الآن.
So in the north of Nusayrat, this small city, the invasion is exaggerated. More and more tanks is pulling forward. The drone called quadcopter drones, giving a voice of a baby crying. These voices of the baby crying mislead people, so people get out of their houses or get out of their places, so the drones will kill them. So they're playing a tricks on the people.
حاليا أغلب السكان النصيرات توجهوا لمناطق دير البلح أو رفح. لم يتبقى العديد منها، ولكن أنا ما زلت صامت فيها حاليا.
أنت بنصرات الآن؟
أختي لأنها ساكنة أصلا في النصيرات وأنا جالس عندها مصيبة حالات تشنج هي أختي.
So most of the people evacuate. So Shehab is right now in Sarat itself, you know. So most of the people in Sarat is already evacuated, but few of them, and Shehab and his sister, they are not able to evacuate in Sarat because his sister condition is not stable. She has multiple seizures, and these seizures affecting her. It's very hard for her to mobilize and get out of the house. And so, I mean, I'm praying for your safety, you know. Allah يحماك يا شاب.
الله يبارك فيك حبيبي. حاليا في مصر ولا في أمريكا؟
أنا بأمريكا الآن. That's where am I right now? I'm in the States. I just came from the state, from Egypt, almost like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. I went to Egypt for the second time to reunited with my family after we successfully was able to evacuate. But unfortunately, alhamdulillah, I came to a bad news of losing my job. So it's a price of being Palestinian. So أنا كنت في مصر يا شهاب لحد مرتين. آخر مرة جيت قبل أسبوع، قبل 3-4 أيام، وأنا جيت للأسف فقدت وظيفتي عشان فلسطيني.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. ربنا يعوضك إن شاء الله.
اللهم آمين اللهم آمين.
والله كلنا فقدنا كل شيء. أنا يعني برضو كنت أشتغل مع مؤسسات إعلامية أيضا، بشتغل في معها يعني بالقطعة، يعني بطلبوا مني تقرير إعلامي أو ممكن يطلبوا مني فيديو معين وأطلع أشتغل معهم. كنت عامل عقود أيضا مع شركات أخرى، ولكن هينا فقدناها والحمد لله. فقدنا ما نزلنا، فقدنا أغلى ما نملك.
Before the war, he used to work also as on a contract basis as a freelancer with multiple agency asking for reports, special reports. He lost all the communication. Of course, he lost all the job and everything. Right now, he lost their home, their house, you know. and of course the job. So basically, he's trying to elevate some of my vein, while I'm supposed to elevate his vein. So yeah, he told me it's okay. It's every Palestinian in Gaza have been suffer some loss somehow during this war. So
بس مش أنا لحالي، أنا فقدت منزل، ما أنت برضو كمان فقدت منزلك، أكيد الشجاعية راحت
احنا
حاليا،
فقدنا
فالموضوع
يا
صعب.
عزيزي اكثر من 2 مليون دولار منازل.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله، ربنا يعوضكم. العوض عند ربنا.
So
الحمد لله.
he's
الحمد
asking me
لله.
how many, like what exactly did we lose? We lost. My brother is a real estate developer. Myself, he owned 4 towers, about 120 to 130 apartments. We have also a vacation house in the beach of Deir al-Balah. We have a house in Shehab. My sister have a practice as a dentist and have 2 houses, and we lost every single thing that I mentioned. Every single thing that I mentioned, every single thing that my family been working on for the last 100 years, we lost. All the work, but alhamdulillah, at least they're safe.
الحمد لله دائما، الحمد لله.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So, what other questions do you guys have for Shehab?
I know that his sister's in a really delicate position. Is he caring for his sister? What does that look like? Do they have support? How does that work out?
شهاب، شو بنعرف انه اختك عندها شوية مشاكل صحية هلقيتك. كيف حياتها اليومية؟ هل هي بتقدر تعيل نفسها بنفسها؟ هل انت مضطر انت تساعدها بشكل يومي؟ كيف بتعملوا بالضبط انتم في خلال اليومي تبعكم؟ يعني شو اليوم تبعكم بيتمثل؟
والله حاليا بحاول أخليها يعني مبسوطة. هي كل ما بتتذكر إنه جوزها فقدته، يعني كل ما بتزعل بيجيها حالة التشنج. يعني التشنج هذه بتضلها لمدة 40 أو 50 ثانية، كل الجسم بضل مسيطر عليها زي كأنه كهرباء هيك بتتكهرب، فبتصير ترجف زي هيك وبتكون خارج عن التغطية وبتصير تصرخ. فما بعرف أنا.
As of right now, she has multiple attacks of seizures. These seizures for somewhere from 40 to 50 seconds as a obsessive convulsive seizures. And these seizures trigger when she remember her husband's death in this war, and she starts crying and screaming. So his job, part of his daily routine is trying his hard to make her happy or make her comfortable, or to not have these attacks as often. كيف طب احكي لي كمل.
تمام. وحاليا احنا بشكل عام بما انه احنا حاليا في انصارات ما بنقدر نتحرك كتير، لانه الكواد كابتر تتجول في الشوارع وبتطلق النيران على جميع المارين في الشوارع. لذلك احنا في الاغلب بنكون مطبوبين، بس مجرد ان لما بدي اطلع حاليا ممكن اطلع اغطي تغطية سريعة هيك، انه اطلع يعني اكلاتي وشربي انا وكرز وكمال واختي وبس. يعني هاي فقط. أما طول الوقت أنا بهتم في رعاية أطفالها ورعاية أختي، لأنه وضع صعب.
Okay. So as of right now, these days, because of the Israeli invasion and Syria, it's very hard for them to mobilize or move around, because the quadcopter drones is driving between streets and looking for people to shoot. So people keep low hit around it and try to not move as much as they can. He sometimes, with a very cautious, get out so he can care for his sister, or he can just go out and get some food or get some more time so he can cover himself. Like still with all this, still he's trying to do his part of surviving. طب اختك بتنظف بتعين نفسها، شو
هي
يعني؟
بتتحرك هي خفيف،
تاكل
ولكن
بتشرب بتاكل الاولاد.
الحمد لله الحمد لله. هي في علاج معين بهدئ هو الأعصاب عندها، فبخفف عنها شوية. بس هي ما زالت يعني إنه بتجيها كل ما بتحزن أو تزعل تجيها الحالة هذه. حاولت أتواصل اليوم أنا مع منظمة تواصلت معايا عشان المناشدة اللي نشرتها، بس الدكتور بيحكي لي بدك تضلك مستمر على علاج أنا راح أعطيك لك إياه لمدة عامين. تمام. ولكن بعد العلاج لمدة عامين بدك تضطر تعمل عملية جراحية طفيفة في الدماغ عشان تستأصل هذا المرض الخبيث اللي يعني زي التجلط الخفيف في الدماغ، وبعدها الأمور تمام. حكيت له يعني أنا ما بنفع أطلع، حكى لي إسرائيل هتمنع هذا الأمر. حكيت له تمام ماشي
So
شكرا، راح أستنى أختي
as of
تموت.
right now, he actually his sister finds that able to mobilize, able to move around, able to care for the kids. The problem is these compulsive attacks, epilepsy attacks coming quite often, especially when she's sad or she remember or she have like a big stimulus like affecting the say like for example like a big voice or something that's trigger her attacks. But other than that, she is in a good shape. She already consulted with a neurologist there who advised and give her a prescribed medication. That medication she will be on for the next 2 years. However, after 2 years, she must go through a surgery, surgical surgery. This surgery will be able to, eradicate or put some of these strokes out by surgery, so she might be able to get rid of all these for good.
It sounds like right now the conditions are definitely making it worse, though, right? Is that that's what it sounds like?
Yes, yes. So بتسألك يعني هو that's basically it. That's basically it.
Are they able to get? Do they have? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Do they have access? Are they getting any sort of humanitarian aid?
طب في الوضع الراهن يا شهاب، عندكم أي نوع من أنواع المساعدات؟ توفركم أي مساعدات؟ توفركم أي شيء؟
موجود جميع أنواع المساعدات حاليا في غزة كلها بشكل عام حاليا موجود، وكان حتى في الشمال مقطوع، وحاليا صارت متواجدة بشكل يعني ممتاز. يعني أهلنا في الشمال ما شافوا الطحين ولا شافوا الخضروات من فترة كبيرة، بالعكس إنه في الجنوب ما انقطعت إطلاقا، لأنه معبر رفح ومعبر كرم سالم بدخل من خلاله البضاعة حاليا بشكل مستمر.
So yes,
عنا المساعدات.
yes, the aid is right now is getting better. There is multiple aids getting in, even including the north of Gaza, where it was like almost impossible for the last 6 months to get any aid. Right now, the aid is getting inside a little by little, increasing by the day, and including the north of Gaza. So, for example, the north of Gaza did not get any flour or any vegetables or fruits for the last at least 6 months, but like in the last 2 weeks, things getting easier on the aid, but the killing is still continuing. We'll kill you while you are not hungry.
وحابب أنوه أيضا كمان إنه المساعدات بتنباع بيع وغالية جدا، غالية الثمن حاليا، يعني أي شيء غالي.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this is actually a situation. So as of right now, the aid reach multiple people, but not everyone. So some of the people will sell part of their aids to get some money, and the other who did not get the aid arrive to them have to buy it. The price of these aids is a little bit more very expensive, but so if you get aid, you're lucky. If you're not getting aid, you have to buy it. And if you have to buy it from someone who got it, they will give it away a little, but for very expensive prices.
So there's not enough aid for everyone, and those who are getting it. Sorry.
Of course not. Of course not.
And so those.
Gaza before used to have around 700 to 800 trucks a day. Now, when we say the aid is increasing, we say that it's going from 70 trucks a day to 200 or 150. So it's still with its maximum, less than one third of what's supposed to be before the war. So, and imagine with all the need in the war. So, of course not. So some of the WHO and UNICEF estimation that Gaza needs right now with the war. So before the war, we speak about somewhere from 500, 700 trucks. With the war, we need at least a minimum of 1,000 trucks a day to be enough to cover. So we speak about like we celebrated that the aid is coming in, but the aid is coming in about like say like 200, 250 trucks. Well, it's not even half of what's supposed to be before the war. So, of course not. No.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm from there. My family is just evacuated last week, so I can relate really deeply in it, you know.
محمود بس حابب احكي انوه شغله انه انا هذه الحرب يعني مش اول حرب تمر علي. انا حياتي كلها كانت حروب. مواليد ليبيا، تمام. كنت انولدت في ليبيا، صارت انقلاب القذافي، اضطريت أنا وعائلتي نطلع على اليمن. أيضا استمريت في العيش لمدة تقريبا 6 سنوات أو 8 سنوات زي هيك شيء. صار انقلاب الحوثيين، ومن ثم ذلك توجهت على غزة.
متى رحت غزة؟ متى رحت غزة؟
في 2005 2006 جيت على غزة. جيت على غزة في 2006. صار الانقلاب الحسم أو انقلاب فتح وحماس، ومسكت حماس الحكم، ومن ثم ذلك حضرت عندك حرب 2012 2014 2018 2023.
So what he's saying that this is not the first time to get this to live through war. He actually lived through war all his life. He was born in Libya, spent there till the problem, like you know, after Arab Spring, what they call it, when Muammar Gaddafi, the old like president, was kicked out. Then they moved to Yemen. It's been there about 6 years. Then also another civil war there between Houthi and the government erupted. So they moved to Gaza in 2006. When they moved to Gaza in 2006, he feel unlucky to me. So he moved to Gaza around 2006, where also civil war in Gaza between Fatah and Hamas erupted. And since then, he lived through 2008, 2012, 2014, and 2021 and 2023 wars. Man, it's so unlucky for you. By the way, also I lived through the. I got out 2017, so I lived half of these wars myself. So, Allah يعينك يا شهاب.
والله يعني حضرت الحرب خارج وداخل غزة.
نحسنا يا زلمة، ليش جيت؟
الحمد لله. يعني حتى كمان أيضا برضو صارت وأنا جاي كمان على من اليمن على غزة، كان في أيامها برضو مرسي وانقلاب الرابعة وأيام.
I wanted to comment on something. I'm sorry, Shehab. I wanted to comment on something. I'm so sorry, guys, if I feel it seems that I'm laughing, but I'm laughing because I lived this myself. I'm laughing as a defense mechanism because I lived through this. I lived through 2014 war myself as an emergency doctor inside the Shifa hospital, and it was very traumatizing myself. I lived through one day. There was about 240 bullet trauma in 2 hours, or actually 4 hours span, and I'm with another 10 doctors that's supposed to work with them. So we was jumping between bodies. So unfortunately myself, or fortunately, I don't know if it is good or bad, but I developed a defense mechanism that sometimes I laugh through my pain, you know. So I laugh through my pain of my family who lost all their all everything that they worked for the last 100 years. I laughed through myself of losing about like 30 something of my direct family blood members. So because he seems very unlucky, and I can relate 100%. This is some sort of defense mechanism. I use it. Sometimes I laugh as reaction formation. So I realize sometimes it feels inappropriate, and I'm sorry if it feels inappropriate, but because I lived it, sometimes it's this subconscious or unconscious defense mechanism that sometimes you feel down and you start laughing in yourself, you know. So this is the defense mechanism that I know I developed. So I'm sorry if anyone would feel, you know, uncomfortable through that.
Thank you so much. We're just thankful that you're here. We're thankful that you're here. We're thankful that you're sharing. We're thankful that you're translating. Thank you so much, honestly.
I would do anything for my people. I would do anything for my people, anything. I mean it.
And the world sees you, and we're here to do our part in any way that we can. So thank you so much for being here. I do want to check in. We have been on live for an hour. So, you know, we could definitely keep going, but I want to make sure everyone who's here on the live, if you need to go, please drop. But if you want to stay and continue the conversation, I'll let Jay and Lala, you know, push forward.
I do have to drop. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nat, for being here.
Love you so much. And yes, I hope we have a great conversation. Sending so much love.
So, Jay, Lala, do you want to keep going, or do you want to wrap it up? Let's keep going. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, whatever Shehab, I don't know what his schedule time. I know in Philippine it's what time is it? Like,
Let me ask him. شهاب صار لنا تقريبا ساعة حبيبي احنا على اللايف. هل الوقت عندك مناسب ولا انت مضطر تنزل؟ صحتك وامانك اهم شيء بالدنيا يعني.
لا ما في أي مشكلة، بس مقابل يعني إنه تقدروا حدا يساعدني يعني، بس يفهم
هم
الصورة إنه
عمال
هل
قاعدين
في حدا.
بيساعدوا فيك يعني، احنا هيك بنساعدك يعني. احنا صراحة الناس بتحاول عمالها اذا بتقرا التعليقات بيقول لك دونيتد ويب تو كان دونيت شغلات زي كده يعني، فاهم علي؟ فانت وهو هذول الناس اللي بتعمل مساعدات على اللاين شغلات زي هيك، هاي امور كويسه يعني. مش عارف شو احكي لك يعني، بس هم يفترض انهم بيساعدوا يعني، هيك الطريقه للمساعده يعني. فاهم علي؟
بتمنى بس برضو كمان تحكي لي كيف أنت ممكن تقدر وصلت يعني الهدف الخاص فيك وقدرت تطلع أهلك أيضا.
عن طريق التيك توك حبيبي، عن طريق التيك توك.
جاست
لا اكثر من حدا واكثر من اصحاب، كل الناس عمال تعطي بتحكي يعني، فاهم علي؟
أنا بس أنا بقى مركز على الانستغرام، لأنه بنشر القضية على الانستغرام يعني، المشاهد اللي
كل مكان
بصورها.
كويس، كل مكان كويس. So he is basically asking, he's okay with the timing. Time is not an issue here. He can spend whatever it takes, but he is also wondering or asking me personally how I was able to reach my goal, and how I was able to evacuate my family. So I'm telling him it's a collective effort. So for me, myself, personally, till this second, we never reach our goal. For example, we're still short in about about $17,000 or $18,000, but it's a collective effort. I do not think that any person by se would take the credit. Let's say I got it all. I was the reason why we reached the goal. I think it's collective effort that me, my significant others, my family, friends, multiple other community people that I never met. They just talk about themselves and start sharing it. So I reach about like 30 grand myself. I got a loan of me on myself, another 30 grand, and I got like, it cost us $56,700 for the fees and about around another 3,000 between transfer fee and other miscellaneous to just evacuate them. Around 60 grand just to evacuate them. But I was able to raise enough fund to pay off my loan, but I never reached the goal, or to just like set them up for the next 6 months at least so they can restart or get like a fresh restart. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, like for everybody here in the life or everybody hearing us or will hear us in the future, not it's not one thing. It's a very small collective effort between you and I and Shehab and Lala and Joey and everyone here in the life. And the guys who donated $5 is as important as the guy who donated $1,000. So it's just a collective effort, and I don't think myself at any point is where I can see, oh, this is the reason why I was able to raise enough money, because I wasn't. I got it multiple people, then I took a loan myself. I'm not sure if Shihab will be in any situation that he would be able to get a loan from somebody with this amount, because let's be clear, Gaza is a very poor city, very, very poor city, and a very little amount of people have the privilege to know somebody with money. I knew somebody with money here in the States. I did not know somebody with the money in Gaza, because heck no one have this amount of cash laying around. Despite I came from a middle class family, all our wealth is within real estate. So technically, when the real estate blow off, we blow off. So that's the reality of it. You do not keep 100,000 or 200,000 in cash in your house. That's no brainer. So I do not think that Shihab will be in any situation able to like get on his hand or someone who can loan him this amount that I was able to. But it's a collective effort. If every one of us, everyone joined the call, every one of our followers, donated like a $5 or $10 or something, together we can make it happen. I know it seems overwhelming how many campaigns we see every day. I see myself at least 15, 20 campaigns myself, at least 2, 3 people reach out daily by campaigns to reach to that point it seems overwhelming. It's really overwhelming, because what's happening is beyond imagination, beyond anyone realistic thinking, because unrealistic what's happening. It's something crazy. So I don't know.
So you touched on some amazing points there, and it is a community effort, and every little bit counts. And this is what we do as part of our mutual aid practice. So it's part of being in a community, and we're all in community together, and we're standing with you in this and in everything that we do. So I just wanted to make sure Shehab knows that we were working to push their account, and we're grateful that they're here and sharing our story. I just want to check in and make sure Shahab's okay if he wants to continue or if he wants to end the live now.
اوكي شهاب حبيبي، هم بس بيحكوا لك انه الموضوع هذا مش موضوع بسيط. انت بتحكي المبالغ، بنحكي عن مبالغ كبيره كثير، والناس ما بيجيش المبلغ من شخص واحد يا شهاب. المبلغ هذا بيجي من مئات بل الاف الاشخاص مع بعض، كل واحد بيعطي حتى $500 $100 $1000 $5 $10 فاهم علي؟ وتتجمع. هاي شغله ثانيه، هم بيشتغلوا بيقدروا عليه وبحياتهم بحيث انه فعلا ايش يساعدوا انه الاكونت تبعك يزيد الفلوس فيه وكميه التبرع اللي عليه. لكن الجهد هذا لازم من اشخاص كثيره يعني. شغله اخيره بدهم يتاكدوا هل انت عندك يعني انت كويس ولا بدك تنهي لللايف هالجيت. انا بعتقد لو نهيت اللايف تكون كويس لانه ما بدك تزهقهم يعني. فاهم علي؟
لا عادي في شيء مشكلة، خلاص لنا لقاء آخر.
أوكي.
شكرا كثير يا
انا
محمود، ربنا
انا
معك.
حظبطها معاهم بحيث انه ايش، انه تكون كويسه والوضع انه انت راح تنهي للامان يعني. فاهم علي؟
ما في أي مشكلة حبيبي يا محمود.
So he is actually is willing to spend as much as we can, but unfortunately at the time being right now in Gaza where he is in Nusayrat, and remember he is in his friend's house in the fourth floor. It's sometimes it's a little bit maybe not the best safety measures. So if we can cut it right here and rejoin again, or maybe like touch base later, that would be great.
Okay, yeah. Is there anything else that he wants to share before we leave? And everybody that's on the live, if you don't already follow Shehab, please follow him and amplify his campaigns and his videos. But yeah, if there's anything else he wants to share before.
شهاب هلقيتت هم متفاهمين هذا الكلام وبس بيسألوك إذا أنت بدك وراح بيوعدوك إنه راح يضلوا يشتغلوا على الموضوع هذا قد ما يقدروا. لكن في الفترة الحالية الآن شو أنت في أي حاجة تانية حابب تضيفها، أي حاجة تانية حابب تحكيها قبل ما ننهي؟
والله بحب أحكي لهم بس شكرا كتير يعني على دعمكم إلي، وشكرا كتير على وقفتكم ومساعدتكم إلي، وبتمنى يعني إن شاء الله نراكم على خير إن شاء الله.
So all what you have to say is thank you every single one of you for your effort, for your help, for your support. His family, his parents, his sister, and their kids very appreciative for all the effort that you done, and thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
everyone. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. Good night. Good
شكرا
night.
كتير حبيبي محمود. يا السلام عليكم.
So you guys can disconnect from the live. We'll just wrap up the conversation. Thank you so much, Muhammad, for your support and translation. Go ahead, Jay.
Yes. Thank you so much for
Thank you
doing
so
it
much.
so well.
That's so
Be
helpful.
my guest. If any translation or anything, listen, I'm a jobless right now, so I can do whatever it takes till I find a job.
Thank you. It's really appreciated, and thank you for telling us about your story as well. That was really helpful.
It's okay. I mean, actually, I think Palestinians, I don't know, we build different. We build different. We can handle as many trauma as you can imagine in life, but you're still laughing and standing. And I actually myself, I was thinking about because if I start to talk about my own life and the struggles that I went through as a human being in Gaza, born and raised till age 25 or 34 before leaving, and continue after this till the moment I lost my job because of Gaza. I would write a book regarding this. Seriously, you know what the meaning being of what it means to be Gaza, because being a Gazan is like a title or not a title. It's like a stigma for the world. Believe it or not, people right now in the world is loving us, supporting us, standing behind us, but that's not what it used to. That's not what it is before. Like even in Arab communities, like unfortunately, being a Gaza is a label. Seriously, it's a label that these people there's a first word, second word, third word. There's people behind third word, and they label us very, very badly. So we have to fight within ourselves, our inside, our environment. We have to fight the occupation, we have to fight That, like, for example, myself, I lost 1 year, completely 1 year, just trying to get out of Gaza in 2017. Imagine you are a doctor, you just graduated and you want to pursue your career. You lose 1 year of your life just trying to get out. And when I took it up to the court, to the Israeli court themselves, the security clearance or the security decision was, we know this guy is not Hamas. So they know that I'm not Hamas, but he is in a relation with Hamas. So I'm thinking, are you crazy? People who control Gaza is Hamas. My manager in the hospital is Hamas. My teacher is Hamas. My neighbor is Hamas.
Everybody.
So how on earth do you want me to live in a place where there is no way? I wanted to get out. I don't want to live here anymore. Just and I'm not one of them. And I'm not Hamas. Just open the door so I can leave. And you won't let me. So that's one of the incidents that I went through in life. And I don't want to really take the lights out of Shehab. We are here to support Shehab. We are here to talk about Shehab, what it means to live like Shehab. But as a Gaza man, I'm born and raised for a single mother. My dad died when I was 2.5 years, and my mom was a dressmaker. So imagine this, and you live and you become the best student in the school community, the high school, and also the president of the university by election. It does not come overnight while you sleep. It comes through lots and lots of pain. So being able to, and even immigrated to the States with only $2,500 inside your pockets, and you make up to like 7 years or something, and oh my gosh, I even thought about myself to write a note what it means to be a Palestinian before the war. So as of right now, after the war, I do not think it's gonna change. It's gonna be even worse. So, but thank you guys. It's very meaningful. It means a lot for me, Palestinian, to see other people care about my community and my family. So it means a lot for me to see what you did and what you do for Shehab. Thank you. Shehab is one Shehab, but we have almost 2 million Shehabs back here.
Thank you so much. We're going to invite Acorn on to give an update. So they'll be up here in just a moment, and then we'll close out the event. We'll share some resources from One Free Community and Calling Up Justice. And I just want to thank Lala and Jay for helping set this up today. Go ahead, Acorn.
Thank you. I organized the virtual protest with One Free Community and what's the name of the other one? Calling Up Justice. Sorry, I'm struggling with my brain, so there's some access needs here. So forgive me if I stumble with my words. But and some of you all might have been there. It was on April 1st, and I had invited Dr. May Hussein to speak at that protest because I had heard her a few days earlier on her own live. And if you know how the virtual protest works, there's a beginning part where activists have a discussion. And we were telling the activists that we invited that to speak about what they're working on. And she said, well, what am I going to speak about? And I encouraged her to speak about a picture project that she brought up. She brought up a project where she thinks we should print pictures of Palestinian hostages and bring them to protest, just like the occupiers do with their hostages. And so she spoke about that. And when she spoke about that, she got a lot of positive feedback in the comments. People wanted to help her with that. So we've been working on that for the last, not quite 3 weeks yet, a little less than 3 weeks now. And when I was looking into it, I realized that April 17th, which is today for me where I am in the world, is historically known as Palestinian Prisoners' Day. This was passed in 1974 by the Palestinian National Council. And so I told her, let's try to do something that day. Let's try to do something on that day, just because it's it's so much connected to what we're doing, even though it's only less than 2 weeks away. So, and the other day she said, you know what, a day is not enough. We need a week. So she called for Palestinian Hostages Week. We don't think the word prisoner is appropriate in this context, even though some people use that word in this context. So we're doing Palestinian Hostages Week from the 15th Monday to Sunday, the 21st of April. And we're doing an online aspect to this for people who can't get out in public and print the pictures and do protests. Like me, I'm severely disabled. I can't do that. So we're doing an online version of it. And the online version of it is a coordinated TikTok duet train. So we're doing a duet of a duet of a duet of a duet. And people who participate in this are going to be assigned a hostage, and they're going to get a profile of the hostage. And we're asking them to do two things. One, a standalone video that explains their hostage, the story of their hostage, which will be in the profile we send them. And the second thing is a duet in this train. And we're signing people up. You can go to my profile. The tree has a clickable thing, second one down, and you can sign up for this. We need about 80 more people to join us because we have 146 profiles that we're using. And when they'll get a special email, the email will say, here's your duet link. And they're going to take that duet link and duet it. And they're going to put the picture of their assigned hostage on the screen and duet it. And so at the end of the duet train, there's going to be 100 and, well, not all of them have pictures. So 130 something are going to be on the screen with their names on it. So it'll be like a virtual duet protest or something where we're highlighting all their photos. So I don't know if anybody has any questions, but thank you for giving me space to say that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Acorn, for that labor. Send me the details as well, and we'll make sure to add it to onefreecommunity.com, and we'll make posts as well on our account to amplify your posts explaining this project, because I think this is very powerful and very helpful and something that everyone can participate in virtually. All right, so let's wrap it up today. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, Lala. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, everyone in the audience, for sharing the post, for sharing the event. And please check out One Free Community if you want to organize with us. If you want to find other people who want to do similar projects, you can join us on our website, onefreecommunity.com. You can also go to callingupjustice.com, who partner with us to live stream this to Twitch, and you can also support them and join Calling Up Justice to help get involved. There's so many ways that all of us can do something, and every little thing that you do is one more thing in the world that wasn't there before. So don't feel like what you do doesn't matter. It does matter. It has an impact, and we're seeing it when we connect to each other every day.
Right. Well, thank you, guys.